What is good, Boom Bap Nation? It's the Boom Bap Historian back for an album review, and I hope there's a, I hope I can get out a few album reviews today. Finally have a day off, kind of a busy, hectic little 4th of July weekend. But one thing I will say is there's been actually a decent amount of really solid albums that come out. Um, and so I hope to touch on a few of those, but I'm gonna start with a project from an artist, and I was trying to find out where he originates from, the city, state, and I couldn't locate it. Maybe I didn't do enough research, but this is an album that I did pre-order. The vinyl came when I was on my 4 days on, and this is the latest project from Johnny Ciggs and Drugs Beats. Glass Roses, released on 6/22/26. Now, Drugs Beats is um, a beat maker that I've really gotten heavy into. Which was on the Precise Politics album, which was, I believe, it was in my top five last year. And then he was also did the production on Sticker Raps. And if you remember, if you're familiar with the channel, you would have seen that video. Um, where that's the one where I was wearing the hoodie, and he did the production for Sticker Rats. But here he laces the production for Johnny Ciggs, and this is an absolute banger of an album. Hard beats, hard lyricism, very very dope. So before I get into the tracks and the track listing and the features and my overall rating, what I did get when I pre-ordered it is I went ahead, and it's kind of hard to see there, but I picked up the vinyl. So there's the front there. I haven't opened it yet, and then here's the back with the track titles. So shout out to Johnny Ciggs. So yeah. But yeah. So like I said, I've been on Johnny Ciggs, for a while. Listened to his music. He's had albums. Paradise. You could find him over at Bandcamp, and then you can also find. Let me pull it up real quick. You can also find his releases, and this is what happens when I have a bunch of different shit going on. Through Gritty City Records, you can find that on Bandcamp. That'll take you to this album, as well as a host of other releases, as well as merch. But let's get right into it. This album is 12 tracks, very very few misses. A solid album. Not a whole lot of features. Um, and if there is any, I'll be honest. I think there's a couple, but um, I didn't write them down. But I had the vinyl here. So anyway, so yeah, Johnny Ciggs and Drugs Beats with Glass Roses, released on 6/22/26. Um, Starts off with the big show with cuts. Um, Life Moves On has a like a down south um, feel to it. It's still authentic, I think, in Johnny Ciggs' nature, and I think he pulls it off brilliantly. To where it still has, even though like a south feel, it still has kind of that boom bap hip hop element with it. Uh, Track three is really dope. That's Coffin Lungs with cuts. Track four is The Spell. Track five is One for All. One of my favorite cuts on the album. William Wallace follows. Tuxedos and Tears is track seven, and that was actually one of the lead singles from this album. God is Smiling with cuts. Uh, Broken Stems is track nine. And then the super dope with the B.I.G. sample in there is The Dream. Really, really dope. And that follows up with track 11, Many Moons, Moonlight Point, or I should say Moonlight Part 9. And then the final track is Fist City. And on this particular track, man, the horns are really, really dope, man. Like I said, uh, with production wise, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a slew of releases that I've gotten from Drug Beats. Like I said, I've mentioned at least the three. But there's no misses. These guys got this dude has some fantastic fucking beats. Heavy in the boom bap, heavy in the hip hop, but it kind of shows a bit of versatility with that track. Like track two, Life Moves On. as far as some of the features in here, you have Swerve 36, Life Moves On has Project Pat, um, Ilpo is on track 3, Drano, Ross Skrilla is featured on track 5, um, DJ Mordecai, Squeaks, and then Star Nice PT, um, and Big Sty. Some of the features on this album, but yeah, I highly recommend you go over to Gritty. You go over to as I as I fucked that up. What did I say? Uh, shit. You go over to Gritty City Records. Um, Pick this up. I want to say it was around 25, and then shipping was probably close to 30. But definitely have an opportunity to scoop up the vinyl. You do that on Bandcamp. You get the digital download, or just pick up the digital download. It may be available on iTunes. I went ahead and got it through Bandcamp, so I don't know if it's on iTunes. Uh, but yeah, I definitely recommend this. This is one of my favorite albums I've listened to so far this year. I think this one definitely has a possibility of being in the top 5, if not at least the top 10. There's still more time to come. Still a lot more releases. There's been a pretty good amount of releases that I've really enjoyed. So Johnny Ciggs, Drug Beats, Glass Roses. Overall rating for this one, 4.5 mics. Absolutely dope. Dope beats, dope lyricism, cuts. This is hip hop, nearly flawless. Really dope project. Shout out Johnny Ciggs. Shout out Drugs Beats. Appreciate sending the vinyl. And yeah, I hope there's more to come. Maybe some more releases this year. But if anything, stays tuned. Boom-BapHistorian signing out for a few. I'll be hitting you back with another couple videos. All right, peace.